Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd as well as yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today we're going to work on the Crabby border, and this can be done with any type of Afghan. It doesn't have to be a granny square because there's no special multiples. All we have to do is pay attention to the very corners that exist, just right here, here, and here, in order to get it to grow. And then we're going to do a reverse stitch, which is also called the crab stitch, on the outside here to provide that really kind of an interesting look. So what we're going to do is same size hook and same yarn that you've been working with, and we're going to apply this. This is 4 rounds in order to do this border. So let's begin round number 1. We're going to start off with a slip knot, and we're going to apply single crochets. So when we go to do it, we're just going to go right into a corner, and we're going to just any corner of your Afghan, it doesn't matter, and you're just going to slip stitch it to attach, chain 1, and do 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. So every corner on this for this round is that it's gonna have 3 single crochets in the corner. So each stitch, okay, and see how I'm burying that as I go. So I go in, keep that straggler on top, and single crochet right over it. And when you get to the chain 1 space, go right into a space. Don't worry about getting that chain. It's harder to do that. So just go right into each one of the stitches or the spaces as you go all the way around your Afghan. So once you get a certain amount, you can get rid of that straggler, just leave it behind, and you can deal with it later. So as you hit your first corner, then you're going to put in 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, and 3, and then just continue to go around. So 1 single crochet into each stitch and chain 1 space if you have that on your particular project. I'll see you at the end of this round. As you come all the way back around, just single crocheting into each stitch. You've already done the first corner because you put in your 3, so just join it to the top of the first single crochet and fasten off. Okay, so let's get rid of that color. So as I mentioned in the intro, it's a single crochet round, then a half double, and then a double. And how we deal with the corner on keeping those stitches balanced is the trick to this one, and then we polish it off with the crab stitch at the end, or reverse single crochet. So let's move on to the next color. So let's begin the next color. We're going to start off in the middle one of the 3 of any corner. So it can be any corner, just choose the middle one. So you have 1, 2, and 3. It's the middle one. It's the second one in. So you're just going to attach your yarn, chain 2. That counts as a half double crochet. So in the same stitch, I need you to put 4 more half double crochets. So in each one of the corners in this round is that they'll have 5 half double crochets altogether. That's what's gonna keep this thing in balance and keeping it sitting flat as you work on it. So there's 5 in there now. So each one of the stitches as you go now is just going to be a half double crochet. So 1. So why am I counting? I don't know. So you just keep on going across. So let's just get ourselves across to the next corner. And did you see I was burying in the ends? You should get in the habit of doing that if you don't already do it with your crochet projects. Just so it's a lot easier to get rid of those loose ends and get things tucked away and out of the way as you work across. So I'm looking for the middle one of the 3, which is the next one. So in that one there's going to be 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So then you continue along. So half doubles, middle one, 5, half, middle 5, and etc. See you at the end of this round. So I've gone all the way around. Remember that the first corner is already done, so just slip stitch, fasten off. So that was your half double crochet round. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a double crochet round. So you're gonna see it's gonna progressively get bigger. Remember, for my border here, there's no rhyme or reason for any of my colors. I'm just using kind of scrap yarn off the side. That's a great scrap yarn project tutorial wise for me to use. So now I'm going to move on to the next color, and what am I gonna choose? I'm just gonna choose something that's easy to get to. I'll choose this color again. So we're gonna do half double crochets this time. So in the half double crochets, I'm going to look at the original that we did here, and I also have it written down, but there's 5 right in the corner. So it's the middle one of the half double crochet that's going to get 5. So I'm gonna start off in any corner. So so what you have to do is that there's 5. So go to the middle one. So 1, 2, 3. So it's the 3rd one in, and you want to join your new yarn. So like and then chain 3. So like the half double crochet, the corners are made up of 5 double crochets. So that chain 3 counts as one of them. So this is considered number 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there's one chain 3 which counts as a double crochet and 4 more of its friends. So you're just gonna follow it around. So the middle one of the group of 5 over here is going to be 1, 2, 3 right here is going to be another 5 double crochets to allow you to turn the corner. So that's all you have to do for this round. I'll see you at the end of this round. So as I get all the way back around, I'm just double crocheting in each one. I did put my 5 into each one of the corners, as you can see. Fabulous. And now I just join it to the beginning top of the chain 3. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to do reverse single crochet once in each stitch around. So you don't have to worry about corners at this point when it comes to this final round. So I'm just weaving in my ends. Now I can weave in my ends like this for this round because the fact is that it is not like the next round is gonna trap it in. So let's begin to do the next round, which is a reverse single crochet. It's also called the crab stitch. Not a hard stitch by any stretch, but let's begin. So you're just gonna choose any stitch. I would choose probably not on the corner itself, but just a slightly off, just for convenience, and create an extra long strand because you're gonna want to use a darning needle to get in that loose one. Because it's a reverse single crochet, it's not always easy to hide in that loose end, so you gotta use that darning needle of yours. I know, life's rough. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go into a stitch and you're going to attach. Okay, so with a slip stitch, so just pull it through. Chain 1, but the reverse single crochet, I don't move forward, I move backward. Okay, don't let that scare you, it's not crazy. So into the same stitch, pull that yarn, so wrap it and pull. Okay, and you notice that I've got it towards me and that the loop is this way. Usually it's like this. I got it like this. So now you're gonna grab that yarn and pull through both. Now you don't really see it yet. It takes 2 to 3 stitches. So into the next stitch, going in, so it's the stitch before it. I'm not going forward, I'm going backward, and I'm going to grab that yarn and pull. Okay, and then grab this yarn and pull through, and you'll start seeing it materialize. Okay, so now you go into the stitch before. So in, just takes a bit of getting used to, wrap. Okay, so you got 2 and then pull through. So now you're gonna start seeing it. So this is what it's gonna look like. It's gonna have these bumps on them. Okay, so into the next one, pull, and you're gonna start seeing it. See them? So coming in, through. This really does take getting used to. I actually did a project recently with this particular stitch, so I can speed up and do it. So when it comes to the corners, you're not doing anything fancy. You are just going to go around the corner, and because this stitch is like more of a final stitch, you really can't add too much more to this without being a problem for stitch work going afterward. It's not impossible, but it's just there's not too many projects that would ask you to do that. It's more of a finishing stitch. So you can see you have these beautiful lumps just like you see along the edge. So as you turn the corner, you are just going to turn. You're not going to add any extra stitches, and any stitch like we had been doing, it just physically just follows it around a nice gentle curve like so. So what you're gonna do now is just follow it along, and when you get back to the other side, just do a slip stitch to it and then use your darning needle to hide in your loose ends, and you're done. So this is a really kind of a neat idea. So on behalf of Yarn Inspirations as well as the crochetcrowd.com, have a great day, and hopefully this border inspires you to crochet your heart out. Until next time, we'll see you. Bye bye.